Hi, this is Z. I'm back with another video. I kind of wanted to talk about some dreams that I've had over the years. I want to tell people that to use your dreams, if you can remember them, use them as guidance. There's messages in your dreams. Some of you may have dreams where your ancestors visit you. And if they come to you, then usually they're trying to give you some type of message. Sometimes you'll see ancestors, family members that you knew in your life and they passed on. And sometimes you'll see ancestors that you did not know in this lifetime, but they may visit you. And a lot of times I think they may visit you because there's something that you are supposed to do in your lifetime. Sometimes those ancient ancestors will come through, or you may be going to them, because when in your waking life, you may not realize that you have a connection and that you're able to see and visit, travel when you go to sleep, travel to those ancestors or those family members. But when you go to sleep, you go to them, you go visit them. And when I was younger, I did not really realize what I was seeing when I would see these family members. I knew that these were not family members that I knew in this lifetime, but they were showing me things. They were showing me things of how things used to be. And they'll tell me things. So a lot of times we need to pay attention. They are of a guidance to us if we're willing. There's nothing wrong with that. I know a lot of religions teach. A lot of people have a lot of fear. They think your ancestors coming to you is demonic and stuff, but no, your ancestors are a part of you. Your ancestors can be trying to guide you just as a spirit guide or an angel or God may guide you. So we must not look at them in that way. We should honor them and respect them. You don't worship them, but you honor and respect them. And if they're coming to you, that's because they have something to say. Sometimes your ancestors will tell you other things. I'll put it that way. In my family, where there's a lot of black magic, I've had ancestors guide me to safety. They can be of a protection for you because they can see what you don't see. So when these people in my family are puzzled as to how I would get up and move and I didn't look back, my ancestors told me to get up and move and don't look back. They told me to go, and I did it. I didn't, in situations where they told me to leave certain people alone, and I abruptly got up and left from around a person, I did just what they told me to do, because I know that they can see what I can't see. So and it's not just your ancestors in your dreams. You may have your guardian angels that are in your dreams, and your spirit guides. And a lot of times you may not even remember that they were there, that you interacted with them. But you still, will get the message. You still, you retained what they told you. Even though when you wake up, you don't remember it. It has an effect. It's in your subconscious mind. And sometimes there will be other maybe ascended masters that will hand you knowledge in your dreams. Now, this does not happen for everybody. I'm not even gonna lie, it's not happening for everybody. But those of us who are breaking generational curses, or we may be headed towards a more spiritual, high vibrational life, there's gonna be entities around us guiding us and helping us and supporting us. And you will see them, you will talk with them, you will remember them. Now, I know I may have these gifts, but my gifts are not like other people's gifts. I'm working on it. I want to get to that level, but, and I have a lot of people working against me or working to steal my gifts. So I don't always remember, but when it's important, I will remember something that I dream, or that I see in my dream, I should say, because it's not always a dream. Sometimes there's people in my energy working witchcraft when I'm asleep. And for a long time, I think they thought that I didn't see them, but I did. It is some of the time I didn't really know what I was seeing. And sometimes I didn't remember, because they're always working on your crown and your third eye chakra. But a lot of times we need to keep those gifts to ourselves while we're in the fighting process, especially if you're at the beginning. You don't want people to know what you really know. A lot of times you'll see your enemies, and you'll see what they've done. A lot of times they're trying to block you from seeing them, because they've done some really wicked things, and they don't want you to see what they've done, not just to you, but to other people. So they'll work really hard. They'll work overtime. They can work on you on a daily basis, every night when you go to sleep, for fear that you will see them. Like if they know that you have gifts, for fear that you'll see what they've done. But what a lot of them don't know is that a lot of times you will see them anyway, or you will have already seen them 5-10 years ago, and they're working for you not to see something that you've already seen. You've already known about it. You've already seen what they're going to do or what they've done. You've already seen if they took people's lives. You've already seen it. And so they're trying to work to keep you from seeing something that you already know about. But a lot of us have protection there in cases like that for those of us who are under spiritual or in spiritual warfare. We're fighting. We have ancestors there that can help us. We have guardian angels there, and then there's archangels that can help you. Your spirit guides, your family members, God, they're there to help you. They'll guide you. They'll guide you through your intuition. They'll guide you through your dreams. So it's important to pay attention and try to remember your dreams. You're not always going to remember them, especially if you have people working on you. You're not always going to remember them. But listen to your dreams. Listen to your intuition. Because they will guide you. They will guide you out of danger. And they will work to protect you, especially if you have the task of breaking generational curses. They're going to work hard to protect you because you are hope for the lineage. Whereas you may have everybody else in the family that is not on the right path, not doing the right thing. Not to say every single person in the family, but a lot of the family is going in the wrong direction. They're going to try to work with that one person or those few people that are trying to go in the right direction and trying to, and sometimes we're different. We truly are different from our families. Our families were like, our parents may be like a vehicle, a way for us to come in, but they are not we may come from very different ancient lineages. Some people have ancient families. Your lineage is ancient, and some of us are not as old as others. So some of us have connections that go back. Our families go back before the earth. And they're there with us. They're there guiding us and helping us. That's why sometimes you can't mess and fool with everybody and try to steal everybody's destinies and things like that. Because some people have a lineage of ancient great ancestors behind them. And you come in and you in this life and you set your eye on this person, not even knowing what they have behind them. You don't know who's there with them. But I've seen some of my ancient ancestors. Some that were on the earth and some that were not on the earth. And at first I didn't know what I was seeing. And some of those family members are not dead. They're alive. They're just not on the earth how we are. And we can connect to them because there are families. So you may have where you all are in this family, you and your parents and your siblings are in this life together now, but you come from a very ancient lineage, whereas their lineages don't go back as far. And that's why they don't know. They think they know you, but they don't know you. They think because you're calm and you're kind and you sweet, they think you're stupid. But it's because you hold something that they don't hold. And they don't see that. They see that you're different, but they don't know that you're different. They don't know how you're different from them. And sometimes your dreams can be where you are given understanding of things. Because for a long time, I did not understand why my family was the way they were with me. But, over time, I've gotten shown that I was different from my family. And I came to understand not only that I was different, but how I was different. And that's why I had to go through certain things that I had to go through. And don't think that they're not still trying. They're not still attacking me. Yeah, they're still doing that black magic and all that stuff. They're still doing all of it. But I'm better equipped to handle it, because I've gone through a lot. And when my family was attacking me at first, I was in a lot of sadness and heartbreak. I was heartbroken. And I didn't understand what was happening and why it was happening. So it was easier for them to get to me and keep me in a low vibration. But as time went on, my ancestors were helping me to understand. And I'm the type of person where I do tend to look at myself. And I started to say to myself, like, you need to change. There's some things you need to change. And you need to start raising your vibration. Like, I really was looking at myself. I didn't like certain things about myself. I wasn't a bad person, but I was allowing them to have power over me, not thinking that I had power within me. I had these ancient ancestors coming to me, or me going to them when I would go to sleep, and I rendered myself powerless. And a lot of it is because we're taught that we don't have that power, when a lot of us, in fact, do have the power to fight those that are doing all this black magic and whatever. We do have that power. And our ancestors are coming through and telling us, you have that power. You can do this. We gave you this task because we know that you can do it. It don't matter how many people come up against you. Because seemingly it started out as one person, and it has really grown to be quite a few people. And there's even people that I don't even know. So if my ancestors gave me that task, I'm equipped for it. I can get through this. Just like a lot of you out there, if you have the same task of breaking these generational curses, becoming divine feminines and divine masculines, bringing in generational wealth to your family. If you are equipped with these tasks, fighting these spiritual battles for the family lineage, you can do it. If they gave you the task and you accepted and you came into this life to do it, you can do it. A lot of it has to do with your connection to God and your ancestors and your spirit guides and your angels. And the will to do it. If you have the will to do it and maintain your divinity. Now, I'm not saying you are the creator, but you are a part of the creator. So you have that divinity in you. If you have that divinity in you and you maintain that, you understand that you have that in you, that's your power. God is inside of you. God is a part of you. God equipped you. You're equipped with that connection. As long as you maintain that connection and do what God wants you to do, you can fight through this. Your ancestors, recent ancestors, ancient ancestors are there to help you. You're not alone. Even if your family, I'm in a situation where I'm not, my only family blood relation I have are my children. I don't have any contact with any other family members because I was instructed and I left. I was instructed to leave, so I left. I was instructed to leave several times. The first time I just moved away, like a little bit of a distance away. And the second time I got away and I cut everybody off because I had to do it. But you have your ancestors there. They're instructing you. They're helping you. You just got to do what they tell you to do. Even if it's something really last minute and they're saying, get up and go. Your life is a matter of life and death. Then you get up and go. You have to get up and go. But they're there helping you. You can't be afraid of those that are there to help and protect you and guide you. You can't be afraid of them. I love my ancestors and I honor my ancestors because I know they have done a lot of work in the past. And if you have ancient ancestors that are coming through, and even the ones that you knew, your grandparents that you knew, that have passed on and they reaching back to help pull you up and your children up, I have to honor them for that. I have to honor and respect them, and I have to listen to them. And when they come through in my dreams, and if they're telling me something, I listen to them. I listen to them. I listen to my spirit guides. And angels. I've had where one of my angels came through to tell me to leave somebody alone that I was dating, and I listened. I listened, and I did exactly that. Sometimes it's more important. Our safety is more important. We have to listen. We just have to listen. We have to follow through. We have to pay attention. They know that we're not going to remember everything, especially when we have people working on our crown and our third eye chakra. We're not going to remember everything, but they're going to come through in other ways and they're going to guide you. But it is important to try to remember your dreams and pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to how you feel. And that witchcraft that they're doing, it shows up in your dreams. Them trying to get you to eat food. People in there questioning you, trying to find out what you're doing in your life. People gathered around, watching you, monitoring you, trying to see what you're doing. It can be very annoying, but I would say try not to let those people bother you too much, because that's a form of energy siphoning. They're pulling, when you react with anger and frustration and stuff, that they can pull, that's a way of them pulling on your energy. The best thing to do is just be calm, acknowledge that, hey, they're probably trying to do something, let me go pray against it, or however you work against it, and put it in God's hands. Don't let them upset you like that. I get it. It can be frustrating and irritating. You thinking in all these years you haven't been successful with what you're trying to do, and you still trying to do it. They just do not want to give up. But I always go back to the thought that my ancestors trusted me. They knew that I could do this, so I'm going to do it. I'm going to continue to get up every day and, fight this fight, not just for myself, but my children and my ancestors, because it benefits all of us in the end. It benefits me and my ancestors and my children. But do acknowledge your ancestors. If try not to be afraid. There's nothing wrong with honoring them and being thankful to them, because they did a lot for you to get to where you are, to come into this life. And if you are, whether you fighting these spiritual battles or not, they're there helping you. They're guiding you through this life. This life is not easy. And if you have a lot of spiritual warfare and you're going through it for decades of your life, they're there helping you. They're there helping you get through that. You're not by yourself. I'm grateful. I'm thankful to my ancestors. That's a thing every day. I'm thankful to God and my ancestors, my angels, my spirit guides, the ascended masters, because they will come through, and you'll know that they're there through your dreams. If you can't actually see them, you'll know that they're there through your dreams. So acknowledge them. Even if you are afraid, just be thankful. Just say, I thank you for helping me. If they give you a message in your dream or a warning or something, just at least be thankful to them for that much. Because they're fighting on your behalf. They're fighting battles for you in the spiritual realm. Some of them are really truly fighting. So let's honor them and respect them. Tell them that we are thankful that they're helping us through this. Thank God also. Be thankful to God. Be thankful to your angels. If you're not sure that there's anybody there, you can ask them to come through in your dreams and show you. But I just want to say that quick message, even though it's a half an hour message. Pay attention to your dreams, because they can help guide you, especially through these times of difficulty. But I hope this message helps someone. and is of guidance. And I'll talk to you again soon.